Hello everyone, I'm Violent with GRIZZ Zombies, and the title of this video talks about zombies and how we don't have weekly contracts. I want to say up front that Double XP is ending for Black Ops 3 Zombies today, and this little update didn't have enough fixes that we can properly talk about it, but you know that if something new drops in Zombies, I got you covered on this channel, so I figured we'd use this time to talk about something constructive. Now the number one thing we do when we play Zombies is go from round to round in survival mode. With Black Ops 3 at its current state, there isn't a weekly reset. I'm sure a majority of you would love a reason to come back each week to either gain rewards from an Easter egg challenge put before you, or simply just being rewarded for doing something awesome in Zombies. This is something the community earns for and has been wanting to evolve to the next level. When it comes to our game's interface, there are titles that get it right, and there are titles that just get it wrong. Let's take for instance Infinite Warfare, and after 3 months of being released, multiplayer leaderboards are now just being introduced at the end of January 2017. This is a core feature all video games require to keep with the current times, but what else keeps a game fresh that's been successful in the past? A few ideas that I'd like to talk about are customization and weekly challenges. So first, let's talk about customization. With the possible addition of a DLC 5 coming to Black Ops 3, this information may be relevant in the foreseeable future. Zombies has recently introduced zombie crates in Infinite Warfare, and this means an external source without a crate master is giving us customization options just by purchasing them. So take that into consideration for just a second, because it's not at its full potential. And part of why companies such as Treyarch and Infinity Ward don't implement this right away is that the success of Zombies is still relatively new. Now, part of you might be thinking, it's 3 years, how is it still new? Well, the 3-year cycle that they go through with Call of Duty Zombies takes quite a bit of time, so the idea of it being successful and introduced into every game is new, so taking risks is a big thing that they don't want to be doing. So customization will improve Zombies and our way of earning gear each week. This plays a role into my second topic, which is weekly challenges. We have not been introduced to an idea of a weekly reward, but something that has been introduced is a daily challenge alongside distilling gobblegums, which earns us new ones. I feel that there is untapped potential here, where zombie crates could enter Black Ops 3 Zombies, but benefit customization for our PvP aspect most people know as grief mode. What do you guys think about that? Something in the back of our minds which never left is wager matches. Infinity Ward is the developer alongside with Sledgehammer that brought us this game mode, so if we were to see it return, it would more than likely happen in Infinite Warfare, possibly not even to the Zombies mode yet. Success comes through time and development, only things get better as we move forward. The Zombies community is strong and is active, but only thrives through a survival mode aspect. This format is designed to fail, and will get tiresome without proper inventation. New game modes are critical to long-term success, and that's why in multiplayer we have so many. If you only play Team Deathmatch and never were introduced to Domination or the Hardcore playlists, I'm sure your experience would get stale after a while. Now step into our shoes and see the internal struggle we face every day. Without a proper way to earn loot, or by having a weekly reset, the community becomes split, and we live in a magical realm on YouTube and within our game's life cycle. I just feel there is untapped potential here, and I want to cover some of my thoughts to help bridge my community together on this channel so we're all on the same page. I've been thinking about DLC 5 quite a lot. A lot of the storyline just doesn't quite add up. I've been looking at this section over in Barracks under Zombies where it looks like our set of maps doesn't quite fill the entirety of our leaderboard, and that makes me think there's room for more. I'm not sure if the entire space will be filled with maps, but it's interesting to think about. It's interesting that this may be something that's coming, and this will be an area that will be filled with other maps that we've played but remastered. The reason that DLC 5 has been taking so long, for one, it's never happened before. There's never been a real reason for it to happen because Call of Duty's used to a certain amount of success, and with Black Ops 3, it brought a whole new level of success that they weren't ready for. Infinite Warfare hit, and you'll read in magazines that Infinite Warfare sold a ton of games and that they were successful. Yes, that's true, but it's not the level of success that they have wanted and craved because they're used to the black market in Black Ops 3, bringing them in such a rush of money and fluctuation that's not there anymore. They don't want to reveal the numbers on Infinite Warfare because the numbers aren't near as high or comparable to Black Ops 3, so we have to take this into consideration because it's very important to the success of our Zombies community. DLC 1 will revive our community. We'll be back. We'll be solving Easter eggs for Rave in the Redwoods. But all in all, we're in a position where we need more. We need more to fulfill our needs, and if they're not going to introduce a weekly concept or some sort of reset that can happen where we can customize our gear, I feel that we're going backwards. We need to move forward, and we're looking at multiplayer right now at these contracts, and it looks good. The setup looks good, the interface is good. Multiplayer has something pretty concrete here. It's days like this in Black Ops 3 when I sit and I ponder about where zombies will be 5 years from now. What about 10 years from now? Will our interfaces be completely different? Will we have a system where customization is very possible? It's an integral part of our game and how it functions and how we earn loot and rewards. I think we will get to that point. I just think that it's early. The stages of where we're at and where we expect to be, it's still early. We do expect a lot more than what's given to us, and that's natural to feel. As a Zombies player, I of course want my own type of supply drops, and in Black Ops 3 we didn't get that in Zombies. We instead got Newton's Cookbook and Dr. Monty's Factory. They had their own element of somewhat of a supply drop. You get different gobblegums and stuff, but it's not enough to keep us coming back. I think a weekly reset, new game modes, there's more that needs to come to the Zombies mode, and I am excited about where it can go. I just think that the grand vision hasn't been thought of. We take a look at the daily challenges here. They're pretty weak. Your rewards weak. It's something that you're definitely not proud of earning, but it's not our fault to learn a lesson from this. It's their fault catching up, and so it's not in any way, shape, or form something that we're doing wrong. We're trying to communicate with these developers, and they're slowly giving us a way to do that. We now have a community update system for Infinite Warfare, and that may as well come to Black Ops 3. See you guys next time. Viollent out.